Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Precious Robins with Precious Pythons, and I'm back with another video. Not going to do a long introduction today. I am just going to be hanging out with Ryan Hayes with 31 South Exotics, and I figured I'd take you guys with me. So we're going to go ahead and head on over to his house, drive with him to FedEx. He purchased a new snake that he's going to be picking up today, so I kind of wanted to check that out with him. And then he also has some new nice morphs that he's acquired recently. So just gonna check out what he has in his collection, and I figured you guys would want to see that too. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I am here with Ryan. We're on our way to which FedEx? One of them.
Morris Street.
Okay, so we're picking up a snake. And where'd you get the snake from?
I got this one from Justin Kaboko.
Alright, are you gonna tell me or do I have to wait?
I think we should wait for the unboxing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
This is so interesting. I'm doing an unboxing of Ryan's snake on my channel.
It's a unique animal. I haven't seen very many like it. So
I'm excited.
it'll be exciting.
So how many I won't say pickups. Well, how many new snakes? It's been a while since I've been over your house, so I'm not sure what. How much would you say? Guesstimate.
15.
15.
Yeah.
A lot of recessives.
All recessives.
All recessives. Jesus.
A lot of hypo.
Uh huh.
Of course, some desert ghosts.
Okay.
There's a couple, or there's one that's both desert ghost and hypo.
Nice.
And
We know what Desert Ghost and Hypo did together.
They got some. I got into some clown stuff. And Ultramel. Yeah,
Oh.
Ultramel. Yeah. Which
Very nice.
I'm definitely excited about the Ultramel project. So.
Awesome.
And
So
getting it into. All those will be like desert ghost projects with me for like double recessives. So. Ultramel Desert Ghost. I know a lot of people. There's actually been made, and I think Ozzy was shooting for it last year, and he could possibly get it this year. So can we go ahead and just call it the Desert Glow?
I like that.
Can we call it that?
I agree.
Ozzy, can we just? Because Ultra Glow is an Ultramel hypo, so Ultramel Desert Ghost. Can we just Desert Glow, right?
Yeah, I actually like that a
I
lot.
like it. Okay. Well, actually, patent that shit. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It's ours now. No, I think that'll be really cool. I got leopard in there, blackhead, orange dream, all in my Ultramel, and Posshead Pieds.
Nice.
Clown, some double recessive clown pied, clown het desert ghost. So it'll be some fun stuff going on for sure in the next couple of years.
Right.
a lot of hypo.
And so you moved your reptile room in your home, right?
I did, yeah. So baby number 2 is big enough. Him and his brother are sharing a room now, and so then I moved the snake room into an old bedroom that was his. It actually worked out good. It's smaller, and so I went ambient heat on that, and it's worked out really well.
Is it better because it's ambient heat, or is it better because it's smaller, containing good for the temps and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I think that I actually, I don't have that many animals anyway, so a small space, it's easier to clean and maybe maintain, stuff like that. But yeah, it holds temperature really well. This morning, the room temp was 86 when
nice.
I went in there, yeah. So, and that was with a low in the 40s last night. So, doing really well. And then, the only thing I kind of lost, I had a sink by the old snake room, like right outside the garage door. There's a giant sink, but other than that, it's nice. I like it. It's a cool setup. So.
Awesome. So how many animals are you at right now?
37.
37. Oh, okay.
With 37 ball pythons. Oh yeah, and two more additions. 2 double recessive boas. Yeah.
Awesome. So
Females.
are those male and female? Both male, both female?
They're both female.
Nice.
So a sun dragon, and actually one of them is it's a motley blood het albino. So it's a visual het for double recessive.
So I don't know much about boas. What's the maturity rate on that? Like how long does it take for them to mature?
Oh, the females
The
it'll
same?
be it's longer. We're looking at like 3 to 4 years.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm not really in a hurry.
You started off with boas, right?
When
when you first got your first reptile, was a boa.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, I was all into boas, and then I held one recently and kind of fell back in love with them. They are very, very beautiful, and the temperament is a lot different than the ball python. You know, they can be feisty. I feel like it takes a little more to get them the way you want them. So.
Right.
I do like that aspect of actually working with the animal, and you can adjust its temperament like a dog or a cat,
That's awesome.
based on how you interact with it. So ball pythons, you can do that, and it's there, just not as much. So
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pick the snake up, and we'll be right back. All right, so here we are. We're back from the FedEx hub. We picked up Ryan's snake, and we're gonna go ahead and do the unboxing. But first, I kind of wanted to talk to him a little bit and get a kind of idea on what he's expecting for this season and his clutches and his pairings and everything. So, so you've done a good amount of pairing so far.
yeah.
When did you start your pairings?
So it was November, the first week in November. Yeah.
November.
I might have done one in October,
Uh-huh.
but because of the room change and the ambient temperature, I am probably just gonna pair year round. I think I could probably do it.
So when did you change the room?
So it's been what? When did we do our last video? Was the Desert Ghost video?
Yeah.
Wow. We did that outside, so that should tell you it was summertime. It was like 80 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
So August.
Oh.
September.
So do you think so then it's not like you changed the room in the middle of the breeding season. You kind of did it beforehand.
Right, and I did still put into consideration that the change, throwing anything off with the females.
Could affect.
Yeah, so, and it still could have, but, that's part of it, and if anything does get messed up or changes, it is what it is, but as you saw from earlier, it looks like we'll for sure still have some clutches. So
Right.
Looks like one girl's about to ovulate. So.
What's your most anticipated clutch?
Woo! That's a good question.
Right.
Honestly, so statistically and financially, my most anticipated would be my double recessive. So it's a visual hypo desert ghost, more specifically a pastel hypo desert ghost female. Okay. She was bred to 2 different males, but they are both visual desert ghost hypo as well. One being super inchy,
Okay.
one being super chocolate.
Okay.
So we will easily be able to identify the dad. Everything will either be chocolate or everything will be inchy.
Right.
And everything will be visual hypo desert ghost. The entire clutch.
And so that's your most anticipated.
Yeah, and it looks like she's gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she ovulated yet?
No, but you can still see significant growth from even when we did the ultrasound.
Uh-huh.
She was at 15 or 18,
Uh-huh.
and she's just getting bigger and bigger.
So I have a question. So has this year for you been more about like acquiring new animals and pickups to like plan for like future breeding seasons, or has it been more about what you're breeding this year in anticipation for clutches this season?
Whew, another good question. Wow. Yeah. So planning process for me is short answer is yes to both of those.
All right.
Yeah. As far as getting new animals in, it's actually been some planning for the future, right? So there's, that being said, is clown het desert ghost female, that is, you know, a hatchling, and a pied het desert ghost female, that's a hatchling. So looking into the future, obviously, with those, but that's because I'll also have pairings this year that hopefully will produce a male that would go to that female in the future.
Okay.
Especially with the pied, my Desert Ghost pied project, if that's what you want to call it. She's huge. She's over 2,000 grams. I don't think the male is ready that I paired her with, so I guess we'll just see what happens. But I knew with that was swinging for the fence on that one, but the male I got today might help out with that a little bit.
Right. Okay, so he's your backup.
Yeah, I think it's actually funny you say that. Yeah, I think it is important to have backups, and Tony Thomas actually posted about that recently. He was like, he had a male that he wanted to put with the female, nothing was happening, so he backup male went in and locked like that. So it is important, and yeah, I mean, to some people, they would probably say that I'm male heavy, but I definitely don't think so. I have males that are also not for breeding, you know, that are just to own and have. So most of this has paradox and then some champagne stuff, and it is. I think it is important to have backup plan. So
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
And I did sell some of my breeder males this year as well.
Okay.
So Tri-Stripe is being one, for example. So he was paired to a Desert Ghost female, and again, it looks like she's gonna go. So
was that the only pairing?
Only pairing, yeah.
Okay.
So if it comes out, they're all 100% het Desert Ghost, 100% het Tri-Stripe. Those, if any males come from that clutch, they're, you know, even though they're hets, they're double hets, and they'll replace the dad, right? So I sold him, and he's been replaced with some other stuff. And
do you think you'll have a lot of holdbacks this year?
I would probably hold back that entire clutch.
That's good.
But other than that, I don't really think so, no. I'll have some female holdbacks, especially if I hit, you know, some double visual stuff.
Right.
As far as that goes, let it all go. Yeah.
What about your females, like the ones that lay? Do you plan on letting those go, or will you?
Oh no. So there's an abrupt no, because the females that go from me this year are mostly visual Desert Ghost females, so they're not going anywhere. I've got the het female Desert Ghost. They're still not going to go anywhere. It's been a long, like 2-year process to get some of those girls as big as they are.
What about your males?
No, I'm just in love with them. So it's like, at this point, you know, someone could offer me $4,000 for some of those Desert Ghost hypo males that are, especially if they're proven after this year, and I'd still say no. They're just they mean too much to me at this point. We've been through a lot.
Right.
So,
it's a big investment.
Yeah, and that, like, super inchy pastel Desert Ghost, I mean, he's an adult, but it's one of the most beautiful ball pythons I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. Especially put him out in the natural light. I mean, it's unreal. So, and he's got paradoxing going on now, so, which we've shown before, but it's even more so now, and yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, if I produce some males this year, yeah, obviously they'll go. As far as Desert Ghost market is, I mean, from what I see, you better start buying het females and visual males, because no one's selling. No, I mean, they are, but it's few and far between as far as a female Desert Ghost goes.
Right.
And if someone's selling an adult female Desert Ghost, I would definitely inquire as to why, which financial reasons, you know, divorce, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, just like clown females, no one's really going to be parting ways with them.
Yeah, I agree. Well, then let's go ahead and take a look at this new snake you got from JKR. that we just picked up from FedEx Hub.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll like take a good look at some of the females he was referencing, like that are near ovulation or have ovulated and that he thinks are going to be going. And then we'll take a look at some of his grow outs too, and some of the males that were right that I think last year they were a lot smaller. Now they're huge.
There are some they just keep growing.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. So doing something right, I guess.
Right.
So it's like Christmas. I had to jump on this one. And it's not my first purchase from Justin, but so I've got all these stickers already. So you got some stickers for your collection.
I'll gladly take them.
It's like his new one, which is pretty cool. That's my favorite. There you go. And then all kinds of cool stuff, including a receipt, which you guys aren't allowed to see. And neither is my wife. So, heat pack. He is makes me happy because he uses a rubber band. People that use zip ties make me mad because I can never get them off without feeling like I'm gonna hurt the snake. And yeah, I'm opening this in my snake room because if I can't trust the biggest name in ball pythons to not send me a sick snake, then right, I don't want to do this. He's bigger than I expected.
Wow.
So.
All right. So what is this snake,
we'll
Ryan?
move this real quick. All right. So.
Wow. Look at that.
This is a super inchy leopard fire pied. So, and look at the head. This is a male that I want to get into my Desert Ghost pied stuff. I like the high pattern pieds, so it doesn't get much high pattern than that, being a super inchy. So yeah, every one of his offspring, will be inchy, which is awesome. So I get some inchy fires. There we go. See if we can open up. Some inchy fires, 100 pieds, 100% het Desert Ghost. I definitely wouldn't be upset.
It's a beautiful animal.
And it's just because it doesn't really necessarily look pied.
No,
right?
well, I don't know.
And then it's just then up the side here you got the white. It's just, to me, it was kind of a showstopper for me.
Right, it's definitely it's low white.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go. Really cool. And then he's got the inchy eyes. I'm a sucker for super inchy. You've got one from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a couple more in the collection still. So yeah, that is my new male.
Beautiful. All right.
So what do you think?
I think he's amazing. I love the pattern. That white, it really popped. Like,
and then it goes orange and then yellow. Yeah.
wow.
It looks, yeah. I fell in love with him, so.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and check out some of Ryan's males that the last time you would have saw them, they were smaller, not so much breeding size, and now they're much bigger and pairing and everything, a part of this project. So
yeah, well, I guess this one is sold and he'll be off to his new home early next week. We're just kind of waiting for a break in the weather. But this is the tri-stripe male, and I will miss him. It's a beautiful example of a tri-stripe. But he was bred to a super pastel yellow belly Desert Ghost, possible Krypton female, and so yeah, I'll have some good holdbacks from that one to try to make Desert Ghost tri-stripes.
Nice.
And the tri-stripe is just, obviously you have that mutation with the pattern, but it's almost like there's a color mutation because it's very bold. The colors are very, very bold. So yeah, I will miss him though, but he's been good. I owe this to Hardwired Exotics. Fresh shed. So this is a world's first at the time of the purchase, and I was supposed to, keep the world up to date on his progress. So this is a Cypress Desert Ghost male. I have paired him a couple times to a GHI Mojave Desert Ghost female.
Nice.
With no luck. No luck, no luck. So not ready yet, but again.
But he's getting big. He's growing. He was tiny.
Oh yeah.
When you unboxed him.
Yeah, but that is a pairing that I'm really excited about. But I do have a backup just in case. So one of the backups being, oh yeah, I know you don't want to go back in there, buddy. But yeah, he's doing good, eating really well, and doesn't want to go back in there. I guess a backup being this feisty guy, as you can tell. So this is the Wookiee Desert Ghost male. So visual.
Nice.
That was my other purchase from Justin. So a lot of talk about chocolate and Wookiee being the same. I don't believe they're the same. I believe that they are allelic, but it's when you mix them with other things, you start to see that Wookiee's different. So
yeah, that white starts to come through.
yeah, exactly. Yep. And so this is a breeder male. That Wookiee's still, you hear him? Still going in there.
Why did you disturb me?
So this guy, I think, is going to be proven this year.
He's beautiful. Now this is the one with this paradox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, coming
And
in.
it's coming in different places.
Yeah. So probably the snake that made me fall in love with the Desert Ghost gene. But he was paired to a Firefly Het Desert Ghost female, and it looks like we're in the beginning stages of ovulation. She's huge. So,
Awesome.
but yeah. This is one of those ones I was talking about. Like, I will never get rid of this snake.
Yeah, he's
like,
beautiful.
yeah.
And he's big.
Now,
healthy.
with that being said, with him, I do. There's always this one thing that people love to say about Desert Ghost, and it's not necessarily wrong, but I can definitely argue it a bit. They always say Desert Ghost gets better with age. So one thing about this snake, he has stayed very beautiful, very nice, but those blacks on his back used to be jet black.
Really?
So now you can see that's kind of that like overspray effect that I remember I talked about with Desert Ghost. When you start adding pastel or even super pastel, it starts to take that black, it will take it away a little bit. So I have some other examples of that over here, but I think people should just keep that in mind. So this big guy is another one of those ones that I will never part ways with because he's absolutely amazing. As you can tell.
Wow.
It's in the details, right?
Yeah.
So his scales, he's got scales that are just different colors, different hues, blue, purple. Then you got the white. But this is a super inchy hypo Desert Ghost. Again, I love super inchy. It's clean, and then you add the Desert Ghost. Now, with him, actually, we shared a picture of him before as a hatchling. Very purple, dark purple, the saddles were. And now they're a little lighter. So I just think that people need to understand that they throw that out a lot though. You'll hear it gets better with age, and it's just like it stays beautiful, but to a certain extent, we don't want to like false advertise.
Right.
I guess is what I'm getting at, because some of them do fade out a little bit. Okay. This guy has not though, but that's the spot nose orange dream desert ghost, and the spot nose helps that maintain that black. So we've kind of identified that, right? And there's no pastel in this animal.
Right. Look at that head stamp.
Yeah. So beautiful. He was paired to blackhead pastel het desert ghost female. Oh, and I'm sorry, and I got a lock recently with a black pewter desert ghost. I know, buddy. So, could you imagine? So, orange dream, black pastel, spot nose desert ghost would be cool.
That would be.
So, and he was paired. Actually, so both, like we talked about earlier, both the hypo desert ghost males were paired to 2 different females. Both of them were. And again, we'll be able to tell who the sire is based off super chocolate, super itchy.
Right.
So we'll know. So, but yeah, another one of those ones where it's just
This is my favorite.
unreal. And you asked me about anticipated clutches, and that's why, because I could get a whole clutch of double visual.
Yeah.
This one, not necessarily for breeding purposes, but another desert ghost hypo. That's a champagne
God.
hypo desert ghost.
Amazing.
So, leave him alone. Yeah, we still got more. So the orange dream leopard. Let's see. Orange dream leopard. Okay. Double het desert ghost pied
Orange dream leopard, double head, desert ghost pie.
was paired to a desert ghost het pied. But so we'll see. And I also have his sister.
That's a visual.
No, I wish. She's double het as well. She's getting big too, so she likes the burrow back here. And she does really well. It's weird. She does really well eating when she has a lot of reptichip in there. But yeah, so she's orange dream, leopard, double het, desert ghost pied. And then this guy has gotten a lot bigger since the last time you saw him.
Yeah,
And he's breeding.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That calico is really coming through.
Yeah, so orange dream, calico, hypo. And he was paired to a super blackhead, red gene, ringer gene, hypo.
Nice.
Now she's on the smaller size, or I'm sorry, smaller side.
The red gene.
Yeah, super blackhead girl. However, age-wise, she's well ready to go. So, I don't have any plans for this guy yet, but this is a OD Ultramel 66% het desert ghost, and again, not missing any males. So he's gotten bigger since last time you guys saw him. But beautiful, good whites coming off the side.
Yeah.
So OD and Ultramel go really well together. But that's it for the males. So the big females, that's what you want to get into now?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's your, a lot of people want to know like the desert ghost stuff, right? So this is a single gene desert ghost female, 100% het pied. But that's a, big female.
Yeah, she's big.
And she's not, there's no pastel, okay, again, so the black is there. It stayed very black. And she's a big girl. And I'm just ready to get something from her. So, but we're going to be patient with her. There's a couple different routes. If the Orange Dream Leopard double het doesn't work out, I've got 2 different routes. One being the one that we just unboxed, and then a clown pied.
Has she been paired yet?
Just to the OD leopard double het.
Okay.
Yeah, they've locked several times, but she's still eating, and so we'll just see. So here's my pastel hypo desert ghost female, who was paired to 2 different males that we just showed, the super inchy and the super chocolate hypo desert ghosts. So there you go. Again, pastel added on top of this. You can see the saddling is blushed out. Where when I got her, that was not as significant.
Okay.
So it's just little things like that that I notice with, especially being highly invested in desert ghosts. I really do want to know what all it does. And you can see the different variations too in color. So
you prefer the blushed out and the pastel?
I think it's like any other stuff. Actually, I'm to the point now where I don't actually like it.
Really?
I like it staying good and dark for the contrast, exactly. And this is one of the, the tan or brown desert ghosts. And you'll see sometimes too, people talk about there's like an adult one that's yellow. Mm-hmm. There's just different variations where it's kind of grayish. So, let's see. So this is the pastel blackhead het girl that was paired to the orange dream spot nose in here hiding. So yeah, she's getting big, but I'm not seeing anything as far as ovulation or anything like that. So I think we're gonna expect a clutch from her.
She's a big girl.
Yeah, so this is the Inchy Chocolate Butter Hypo female. And she was paired to the same 2 males, the Super Inchy and the Super Chocolate double visuals. So what we could get from her would be entire clutches of Hypo 100% het desert ghost. Right. And this is, so people, I think, see that girth right there?
Yeah.
There. But it's not rounded out on the bottom yet, but you can see it's significantly thicker right through there. But still haven't seen a ovulation, but she's getting
absolutely building.
Yeah. And this is hypo, okay? So, people don't necessarily hate on it, but this is an adult female hypo, and she's still just absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
so is. I mean, it looks like it's silver.
Yeah.
So
yeah, chocolate and hypo really do some amazing things together.
Yeah, and then the super pastel yellow belly desert ghost that was paired to the tri-stripe is getting big, but again, she was darker when I got her. But look at that white head. I mean, but it's hard to see some of the patterning, and then especially on her head where we would see if it was like cryptic or krypton. Right. It's kind of washed out a little bit, but she's good, still building maybe too. So, and some of these girls are still young, which is it's fine. A lot of people have asked about her and how she was doing. So there we go. Cryptic desert ghost, 100% het, genetic stripe, and that is one of my more powerful.
Yeah, that contrast is amazing.
Snakes. Yeah. And that head, those eye stripes. She's unreal. Yeah. So definitely one of my favorite females. She might get the ultra male that's het, pos het desert ghost. So we'll see. All right. Oh, hi. You're hungry. So this is the black pewter desert ghost female. Getting thick and building probably. She was paired to the OD spot nose desert ghost. Mm-hmm. And then again, you can see where the pastel has kind of started to wash out some of that darker black and stuff like that. So, but beautiful snake nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Almost looks like xanthic. She's getting big, which I'm not upset about at all. GHI, and that's fresh bedding. GHI Mojave Desert Ghost female.
Beautiful.
I really want to get Cypress going here. GHI and Cypress go really well together. And then this girl, we kind of determined. Burrowing on her.
What is she doing?
Probably mad about us looking at her earlier. But yeah, we're looking at probably getting an ovulation here soon. You can see how thick she is right there. I won't mess with her too much. But that's the Firefly Het Desert Ghost. She was paired to Pastel Super Itchy Desert Ghost.
Nice.
So, do you want to see hatchlings?
Yeah.
All right, so these ones are all new. We'll start with the males. This is a good one. So Hypo. Again, I love Hypo. Orange Dream and Hypo go really well together. And I'll show you. A little feisty sometimes. So this is the Super Orange Dream Hypo.
Beautiful. And this was
that is orange.
Jake, right?
Yep. So kind of like Desert Ghost in a way, it kind of gets rid of that freckling.
Yeah.
So male Black Pastel Hypo Paradox.
Nice.
So Black Pastel Hypo, really cool. And you got that paradoxing on the head.
Look at his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. I just with the paradox stuff sometimes.
Is he shed?
No.
There's no way that's his color.
Yeah. That's black.
Wow,
Black Pastel is Hypo is really cool. So.
I don't even think the camera's picking up the color.
But look at his head. It's really cool.
I didn't see the headstand.
It's.
Wow.
That's the paradox, and then he's got it on his back here a little bit on his tail. But yeah. Yeah, there's some right there.
Wow.
Black Pastel, I mean, as we've seen kind of in the Pompeii stuff with Justin, you know, does add this incredible...
His head is insane. Like, I just can't get over that head stamp. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Looks like army paint or something.
Yeah, he's cool. And that's why... And again, this isn't necessarily for breeding. I just saw the paradox, and I just...
Wanted it.
Had to have it. I didn't care if it was a male. Now this is a Romeo, as you can see from all the hearts. Oh, my GHI Special Hypo male. So, my plan with him is to get him into my Cypress Hypo females. I've got one that's like 1,500 grams, an Inchy Cypress Hypo female. That'll probably be the first male she gets and sees. And so the special gene just kind of brightens it up a little bit there on the sides. But here's that female. People don't sleep on Cypress, please.
Yeah.
Especially with
That'll be a beautiful pairing.
Hypo. So Inchy Cypress Hypo. I mean that's, and it's not going to go away. Like these colors aren't going to fade or anything. And then green snake status. Speaking of Cypress Hypos.
Oh, wow.
And she's doing really well. So pastel Cypress Hypo. And when I saw one of these before a couple years ago, I was like, I have to absolutely have one. But so she's yellow on top. And then her keyholes or alien heads are orange.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, and I've seen one of these that I think Miguel has one at over 1,000 grams, and it looks exactly the same.
Really? No color change?
No. A beautiful, very feisty blackhead hypo female that we got from Circle City Constrictors, but beautiful girl, really beautiful snake.
Yes, she is.
And yeah, she is snappy. And this is a interesting one. Oh, cool, she came out. She wasn't eating real well, which is fine, and I put her in under her little hide here, and then she started doing really well, and look, she's growing for me, which is awesome. So, this is a white lace hypo, or a super lace hypo female. And it does some really, really cool stuff.
She's beautiful.
All that white coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. so I really want to get Orange Dream into this. But yeah, really cool.
Love that.
And then, so even more. All right.
These are your newest pickups.
Yeah, yep. So, we'll start with nothing crazy. That one's empty. Okay, nothing crazy. Oh yeah, it is kind of crazy. Just because I handle all mine. So, this one I'm actually pretty happy to, I guess, unveil to people. People don't really know that I have it. Just got it. Again, I'm a huge fan of Ultramel. And then this is a leopard blackhead Ultramel Poshet Pied. So can you imagine adding Orange Dream to her?
No, I mean, beautiful. Look at that.
So it just really takes that Ultramel orange and turns it a dark, purple.
It's like purple. Yeah.
It's purple. It's dark purple.
Wow.
So, beautiful girl there. That is a female. This is a male. Yeah, I know.
Powerhouse.
And he's in shed, unfortunately, but that's a clown pied. High pattern, which is the way I like the pieds, like we talked about earlier. But yeah, he is beautiful.
Yeah, he is.
And let's see. I know. Show him again in a minute. And then this is just a normal female clown that just happens to be 100% het desert ghost.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that.
Powerhouse.
Yeah. And eating good. So beautiful snake. Just gotta get her big.
Right.
But no, that's part of it. I love it. So and then the one we unboxed, we'll just take a look at him again, just because it's one of my favorite pieds I've ever seen for sure. So.
Yeah, that is amazing.
So. But yeah, and yeah, like I said, we're still sitting around 36, 37 ball pythons, and I got the 2 boas.
Okay.
Did you want to see the boas?
Yeah.
So my boas are, so this is a motley blood. So blood is a visual recessive, is a recessive in boas. She's visual blood. She's het, the call strain of albino. So there's different variations of albino. You know how like in ball pythons, axanthic, there's VPI, MS,
Right.
like same principle. They do vary. It's a little bit easier to see, I'd say, than some of the. She's out and about. I didn't know that. Sorry, girl. I don't want to stress her out.
Actually got her real good.
Just beautiful snake though. Dark. The iridescence in boas is really fascinates me.
Really rich, her color.
Yeah. My mom said I should name her Espresso.
I like that.
So, and she kind of acts that way too sometimes. She can be a little feisty. But yeah. Just pop her out real quick. I think she'll be okay. And yeah, for my boas, I get a little, I decorate a little bit, but I definitely wouldn't stick my hand in it right now. But yeah. But just the dark head, the dark tongue, everything. She's beautiful.
Yeah, look at the black tongue. That's impressive.
Yeah, I won't mess with it too much. The other one, she's a little bit nicer, a little friendlier. She's back underneath her hide already. Just but yeah, got her. This is a this is a sun dragon boa, which is a double visual blood call albino, and then she's also hypo, which in boas, hypo is not a recessive, it's a codominant. Okay. So, but yeah.
So there is a super version.
Exactly. Yep.
Which is called what?
Super hypo.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. But they just they're different. They feel different. They act different. You know, like we talked about in the car, you gotta earn their trust a little bit. It's a little different.
Tail, so beautiful.
Yeah, that's. I won't say anything bad about the dreamsicle and ball pythons, but that is a real dreamsicle color right there. But yep, she's beautiful. And then yeah, like I said, she's got all this white coming in now, which I'm definitely not upset about. So I say that a lot.
And how long have you had those the boas?
Oh, probably 4 months. But they've been great. They're doing really well, even when they're in the same rack. And obviously they're not going to stay there. They'll get bigger. Then they'll go into some of the 70-30s and then bigger. But I'll stay with the ARS racks for the boas. They even have the ones that have the windows on the front too.
Nice.
So as they progress and get bigger, they'll get bigger enclosures. But it's cool having the clear ones from ARS, and then you can decorate a little bit.
Yeah.
I had some of the ball pythons in there, in the clear ones, as like an experiment. Mm-hmm. Some of them did fine, and then some of them did not. They didn't. You could tell they didn't like it. So when there was movement in the room, they were moving towards the front. You saw like more rubbing. A couple of them didn't eat. Like the Champagne Paradox girl was in a clear one, and she was just like, I don't want to eat. Put her in there, threw a rat in, ate it. So I was just like, okay.
Makes sense.
But
so as far as your potential clutches for this year, where will you be like selling? Are you going to be advertising on Morph Market, Instagram, Facebook, shows, or all of them? Where can people kind of like find?
I'm going to do all the above. Yeah. Okay. So I do plan on, especially as we've progressed through the COVID stuff, I definitely plan on doing the Midwest Reptile Show. I would love, depending on what I get and how much I get, I would love to do Tinley in the fall, if it happens. I know getting the table now will be hard and difficult, but because of COVID, some people might not want their table anymore, so we'll see. And then yeah, social media, which you're gonna help me out with. I'm terrible, but yeah, no. Once these eggs start coming, it'll be a lot more anticipation, and we'll know what's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And then I did forget to show. So on our blackhead video, I remember I produced this guy, and now he's.
Yeah. Wow. He's huge.
Remember he was the runt.
Yeah, he was.
And that's what I still believe to be.
And I have his sister.
Yeah. I still believe this to be super orange dream yellow belly blackhead.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a stunner. So.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that pattern.
And then the contrast, and you got the iridescence coming in. It's really cool. So. And he's posset hypo. So yeah.
Okay. Have it sell.
Did you want to see the sunset?
Yeah.
She's gotten big. I got this hide back here for her. She can't fit under it anymore, but she still tries to get in it.
Wow, she's beautiful. Look at that.
And she's got the iridescence thing going on a little bit.
She does. There you go. That's what I like. Wow.
So yeah, it's a sunset female. There's still a lot of really cool stuff to be done with sunset.
Seriously.
So I'll be going I don't know. Like, I think Ultramel might be really, really cool at this.
I was just thinking that too.
So, I'm sure, I know, and I'm not ahead of anybody with anything. I'm sure there's someone that's already got like the double heads and stuff like that. So I know there's people that already have double head Desert Ghost Sunset.
Yeah. That
would be the route that I'd probably go, but Ultramel would be really cool too.
Absolutely.
So, but I've been trying not to mess with her too much.
Wow, she's beautiful too.
Because I did pair her, but they say sometimes you don't want to over clean like your females, and like, but see, she's not huge. It's just age wise. But see, she was getting big. I saw some follicle development, and then now it doesn't look like so much. I need to get her a water dish. Like I said, I did some cleaning this morning, so. But yep, one day she'll go, regardless, and it'll be really cool because it'll be all blackhead, hypos, and I'd like to. And if the Calico Orange Dream didn't get her, then it would be the Super Orange Dream hypo. So the whole clutch will be Orange Dream, blackhead, hypo.
Yeah, wow, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's why it's cool or important to have supers. That really helps you identify your clutches. Like,
yeah, and get ahead of your breeding plans too.
So yeah, it'll be cool.
Well, awesome. So we'll definitely look out for that. Look out for some of your stuff too here upcoming in the spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah.
And I'll leave all of your pages in the description so that people can know where to find you.
Awesome. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.